I'm known as the grumpy vlogger. I'll gripe and complain longer. Please do me the adieu and kindly view me on YouTube.
My fellow Americans, I am Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Vlogger. I am running for President of the United States of America in the 2020 election. I will be running on the Indem Republican ticket. I, along with my running mate, James Boyd from Above and Beyond Drones, would like your support. We stand for nothing, and we won't stand for anything. Remember, bite me. Vote for me, and I will set you free. Paid for by the Grumpy Vlogger Campaign Committee, and I approve this message. Thank you. Okay, all right, let's get right into this. I want to welcome everybody. First thing I want to do is bring in my intrepid co-host. Is this it? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey, Mel, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, Lloyd. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I can't complain. I was ready to go. You know, last night I was trying to think what I was going to talk about tonight, and I just,
Mm-hmm.
thought, well, we do like we did last night, just kind of wing it and see what happened. And then I got to thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because Judy asked, she said, "What's your going to be? What's your show going to be?" And I said, "Well, hell if I know." And I got to thinking. She says, she starts laughing. She says, "Isn't that the cross between an elephant and a rhino?" And she says, "There you go. You can start talking about some of those weird sayings we have, Elephino."
Ah, okay.
I actually looked up pictures. There's
Okay.
pictures out there of an elephino, or elephino. Yeah, if you care to look for one, but
Well, well, just like I'm sure if you go looking, you can find a picture, or you might even be able to find a mounted jackalope.
jackalope. Oh yeah, yeah. Those
Yep.
things are. There's a lot of jackalopes up in Wyoming. I
Well,
know.
that's where they hail from. That's where
Yeah,
they
that's
started.
that's that's where I hear. Yeah,
Yep.
didn't have them in Colorado, but we used to go up to Wyoming all the time.
They
And
migrated.
yeah, is that
They're
it? Yeah,
actually down through Colorado into Texas now.
yeah. They're into Texas now. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I thought I'd
Yep.
seen them talking about them in Texas, but
I
anyways.
used to hunt them, so I had to track their migration.
Oh, was that it? You, you
Yeah.
hunted jackalopes. Okay. Uh, and for those of you that don't know, there is no such thing as a jackalope.
Let's talk about something else that there is no such thing of real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do some housekeeping. We'll get right to that because I know where you're going with this. And but let's get the housekeeping done. 'Cause it has to do with the jackalope. Yeah, I know. Anyways,
Yeah.
first off, we'll get right back to that. We'll pick up where we left off.
Same as a unicorn, right?
Yeah, exactly. Uh,
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Bob Casey, Thunderbird 6, Artco Drone Solutions, Drone Strikes, uh, and let's see, who else we got here? Artco Exploring Ginger. Oh, okay. Somebody new. Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. Uh, did I say Bob Casey? Mitch, Old Guy in the Drone. Steve Mack, Mr. Jim Wallace. He provides all my campaign stuff. And who else have we? Let's see. We got Drone Strike and Drone Shots. Jody. That's what threw me off. I thought, wait a minute. I thought that was no. I didn't remember the LLC at the back of the Drone Shots. So, anyways, so Drone Strike LLC, welcome, and Jody Drone Shots, you're welcome too. And of course, Mitch, Old Guy in a Drone. Uh, I did say Steve Mack, I think. Help at Home Jim. And who else have we got in here? That's
I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, and I could
Rick
be
Halber
'cause
is
I'm
here
getting
too.
old, but I want to say that Drone Strike LLC is the fella that bought my other Inspire in Ohio,
That
I
yeah,
believe.
yeah,
I
yeah,
could be all wrong on that.
yeah. Oh, there's I just read. Oh, Peter DeMaestro. Hey, I haven't seen him around here. Haven't seen him in a little while. Uh, Rick says that they do have them. Okie Tom. All right. Welcome.
Hello,
Always
Tom.
appreciate another Okie that shows up. And uh, let's see who else.
Yeah,
Rick
if
Halber.
Matt
He
would show
says,
up, y'all could have a 3-ring circus.
yeah, yeah, we could. Yeah, yeah,
That took you a second.
yeah. It took me a sec. Well, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to get back to what Bob Casey says. He says, or no, Rick Halber says they got jackalopes in California now. And speaking of jackalopes, now that I've said hi to everybody, and if I miss anybody, I'll try and catch you later. But now that I've said hi, let's talk about jackalopes or things like those. Northern Ohio Railroad. So you brought something to
Jackalopes
my
or
attention.
unicorns or
Well,
yeah.
yeah, we
Well, a month or so ago, or 3 weeks ago, I mentioned something to you. Everybody's complaining that my mic is too low. I can't turn my mic up.
all right. Let me turn it
Lloyd
up. I
has to
can.
do that.
All right.
Check 1 2. Check audio 1 2.
All right. That should be
On
better.
my end, the settings are the same. I never
Yeah.
changed my mic settings on my
Yeah.
end. So,
Yeah, I got them cranked up a little bit now.
anyway, Jack of I know, that's right. Not necessarily to be confused with that other guy, Jack of all trades,
Yeah.
right? But
Right.
2 or 3 weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. I don't know. Well, yeah, would have been just about a month ago.
Yeah.
I said
thereabouts.
something to you about someone told me that they spoke to a dealer
Mm-hmm.
that let the cat out of the bag that in the spring there's going to be a Mavic 3.
Right.
Yeah. What could they possibly do to the Mavic 2 to make it better to create a 3? What could they do?
Well, that's what you and I talked about last night.
Yep.
And
There's a few things they could do actually.
right.
They can give it a bigger battery, give it more runtime.
Yep.
They can do that. They can modify the camera and have it do up to 6 or 8K video,
Right.
maybe,
Yeah.
to keep up with the Joneses, right?
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
More autonomy to keep up with the other
more
Joneses or
autonomous,
the Smiths.
Yep. More AI, yep.
Yep.
More artificial intelligence to make it fly better. Not just avoid things, but fly on its own and avoid those things.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that way they're keeping up with Smith and the Joneses.
Right, right.
Because there's a couple good
I
things
think
coming
the other,
out.
I think the other thing that they could do, and this is just things that I think, things that if I was designing that drone, these are things that I would do to it. I would give it a different gimbal or a better gimbal and have it have interchangeable cameras under it.
Or instead of interchangeable cameras, if they choose not to do that because of price point, they could make it.
Add mechanical zoom to the current camera.
Yep.
And stick the Hasselblad glass
Hasselblad
in front of it, and
in front of it. Yeah.
make it a Hasselblad glass with the Sony sensor with a mechanical zoom or a optical zoom rather, and a mechanical shutter.
Right, and kick it into 4, 6, and 8K along with your 1080. Bring 1080 at 240 frames a second, so you can do slow mo in 1080. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And
Or even 4K.
200, 240 frames a second in 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4K would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, those are
A
things
cargo
that are
bay?
a cargo
Yeah.
bay.
Unfortunately, they'll never make that. I can't say never, but currently, under U.S. law, they cannot make a drone that has a cargo bay because it's illegal currently for the current operator to carry someone else's product for hire. And see, Amazon and YouTube, Amazon and Walmart and all them
UPS.
people,
Yeah.
UPS and FedEx, they're all getting special permits to do all this
Right.
testing they're doing right
Right.
now. But as the law reads right now, you cannot carry a payload for hire of someone else's stuff. You can carry your own, you just can't carry anyone else's for hire.
Okay. All
But
right.
yeah, I'm thinking upgrade the camera, make that Sony 1-inch sensor, put that behind
Hasselblad with the zoom,
behind
or
the
mechanical zoom.
zoom, no, not mechanical. I just said it a minute. Digital zoom.
Oh, you
No,
said mechanical
I
earlier.
just said it.
Hasselblad.
Well, yeah, but then I
glass.
changed it.
Hasselblad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have some black glass in the front, but like a virtual zoom, you can't do a mechanical zoom.
Okay.
It would weigh too much. It would.
All right.
That's just not reasonable. But some sort of a digital zoom and the 1K or the 1-inch sensor, and tune up that 1-inch sensor so they can actually use the 1-inch sensor.
Yeah.
And not have to line skip and everything else on it.
Right.
Get rid of the error that causes the barrel effect on the sides of it when you're shooting
Yeah.
images with it.
Well, not only that, improve the battery, and they need to keep it within a price point. I think what they should do is probably shoot somewhere between the ANAFI 2 or the ANAFI 2 and is it the ANAFI? No.
No.
Evo 2. Evo 2.
Evo.
Jesus.
Autel.
Yeah, Autel. There we go. I was thinking. Yeah. The Autel 2 and the Skydio. They're going to have to price it in that in that space.
That's not going to happen.
Well,
How
yeah.
much is that Evo?
I don't know. There's not a price point yet that I've
Okay,
heard.
well, the
But I'm thinking
Skydio
2,500.
2, if you go full out, you can get, yeah, Jim, we know you're in Indianapolis. You can get the Skydio 2 with all the toys right now without extra batteries and things for, what, 1,400?
1,300.
You know,
It's
out the door.
150 for the two different. So it's
Yeah, and the
$9.99
drones,
plus.
thousands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's $1,300.
This Mavic 3 is not going to be anywhere near that.
Well,
It's
that's why I
gonna
say
be-
in between.
It's going to
And
be north of $2,000.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be north of $2,000.
I would like to
And
see it
don't-
about
and-
15 to 1,700 is where I would be comfortable seeing it. But what do I know?
Well,
I'm
that's-
not going to spend that much anyway.
I'm-
so
I'm thinking probably for the drone 17 or 1,800, but they're not going to have a regular controller with it. It's going to be stock factory original equipment with a smart controller. So
is it? Okay.
that's
All
my
right.
thought.
Yeah.
Now,
well,
everything I just said, you guys, is my opinion only. It's my wish list for
Yeah.
the unicorn of the Mavic 3.
right. And
So don't go telling anybody, yeah, Mel said this is what it's
Yeah.
going to be. Well, yeah, if Mel was building it, that's what it would be.
Right, and we talked about what we thought it needed in order to, you and I talked about that last night after your show. After, we talked for quite a little bit of talking about it, and you and I are both pretty much on point. You came up with a couple of things that I hadn't thought about, but most of it we were right on the money of where we
Pretty
think
much
it
on the
needs to
same
be.
page.
Yeah, where it needs to be in order to compete against. A lot of people still aren't sold on the Skydio, but man, they've got some stuff to offer that's getting in the higher price point. But what comes with it at that, is just
Yeah.
unbelievable
Yeah.
and that's what they're having. That and the Evo 2 are what they have to compete against right now. So
Right.
they're
Right.
going to have to step up their game and still get it to where, I mean, because in reality, they could price themselves right out of the market, and and pretty soon, and you and I talked about that too. They're getting to a point where, I mean, really, do we each one of us need a brand new drone?
Exactly. And that was something else you and I talked about. It's like, not only what else would they do to the Mavic to make it a 3, but
Right?
why? What else is
Why?
there? I
Yeah,
mean,
the,
the market is just
it's
yeah,
about saturated with what right now
about
the
tapped
people.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, the people that want drones have got them. The people that can afford drones have got them. The people that need drones have got them. After that,
Yep.
this is all about, okay, I'm going to trade in my 2005 Nissan Quest for you know, 2015.
Yeah.
I'll still
Yeah.
buy another used one. So it's an
Yep.
upgrade.
Yep.
You know, and I think a lot of
Yep.
people are in that point now, except for Paul Murray. He doesn't count because he buys every damn one that comes along,
Well, yeah.
just because he can.
Um,
Judy's getting
it's
into her raisins.
yeah. What's that?
Oh, I got the camera up where I can hear Judy tonight. She's had kind of a rough weekend, and I hear right next to the camera. Of course, it's got a speaker built in, and that's what that crackling noise you're hearing. She likes these chocolate-covered raisins, and she's digging into them. Oh, okay. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, but
4K 60 on the Mavic 3 would be a nice upgrade. I don't
yeah,
think that's going to happen on the Mavic. Oh, on the Mavic 3.
yeah.
Um,
It'd
yeah,
have to be.
4K
It'd have to
60.
be
I'm
60.
thinking, I'm thinking 4K 120.
That's what I'm thinking too. If they go to
Yeah.
6K on the high end, if they go to 6 or 8K on the
Sure.
high end, because if they can put that in that Evo 2, I mean, we're sitting. Think about the what was that? The red camera. That was like the first 8Ks that come out. Those great big monstrous things, and they're putting it in something that big now. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob Casey says, "We hear you, Miss Judy." Don't mention the Mavic 4.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till this time next year for me to
Yeah,
mention the Mavic
yeah,
4,
we'll
guys.
talk about it next year. Yeah,
No, but
this
if I was
time next
building,
year.
if I had the power to tell DJI this is what you need to build, it would be the same body, same chassis, maybe upgraded motors in ESCs, but the money would go into the artificial intelligence and the camera,
Yeah,
and give it zoom and give it Hasselblad glass and make the 1-inch sensor work correctly.
right.
Quit line skipping it, keep it cool. Yeah.
Lime green with black stripes. There you go.
No, we're not talking about a AMC Pacer here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Wasn't that the color of the AMC Pacer? Was lime green with black stripes?
Yeah.
Also, while I'm thinking about that, because I've started reading the chat a little bit too, welcome to Weedman, also Sunrise Water Media, and let's see, anybody else I've missed so far? Oklahoma. Oh, Matt, we got We got the threesome here.
Well, there's your trifecta.
There's your trifecta. You got me, we got Matt, and we have Okie. What's his name? I forgot his. I've blinked since then. Also, Northern Ohio Railroad Association. Yeah. Okie Tom. There we go. Okie Tom.
Okie Tom.
Yeah. So we got 3 Okies in the house. You're right. Why 8K? I can only see 720. You're right. I don't understand.
Yeah, Rick, but there's I can only see 460 or 480 or whatever it is, but there are youngsters that can still see better than us. So
yeah, there are. 74 Plymouth Duster. Now, my Plymouth Duster was actually red. It was not lime green. The only ones I know that put out a lime green factory was the Pacer, but I don't know.
No, there was more lime green.
Yeah, there was a lot of lime green in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big color for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Maybe just because it was different at the time, and
it was.
The leftover hippies from the '60s were digging it. I don't know.
Well, now the hippies ran. They kind of ran from the late '60s into the '70s. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably the leftover hippies.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing: the hippies. That's another thing. They were a segmented group that came out of Height and Asbury. Out of what is it, San Diego? No,
Haight and Ashbury is in San Francisco. It's actually a street intersection.
I knew it was one of them San something or another. Yeah, it was Saint somebody or another. Anyways, so they grabber green Cuda. That's right. I forgot about those too. Yep. That's right.
Yep, the
That's
Barracuda.
Right.
Yep.
But those hippies started out in that Haight and Ashbury area, but then they they started spreading a little bit further. And then the kids from Berkeley, they started doing their thing, and they started taking after these hippies, and next thing you know, we were all wearing long hair and bell-bottom pants.
And John Travolta made a movie.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wonder if that's a movie he ever regretted. Yeah. Now here's something did you know the second movie, let's see, the first one was Staying Alive, and the second one was Saturday Night Fever, right? Or is it vice versa? Staying Alive was a song.
I think Saturday Night Fever was Staying Alive was a song.
Okay, but they did a Saturday Night Fever 2 in which he was in it, and he ticked off the Bee Gees. Oh, so
he's late.
Calling. Yeah, he is late.
What the hell?
I know. What'd you do? Miss the time change? Good God.
Hello?
Hi. You guys got to see. Do what?
I've been busy. I'm doing carpentry work.
Oh, yeah. You kind of look like you've. You don't look like you've shaved in about a week.
Not that long.
Okay. Anyway.
It's probably because I'm in a dark
Hello,
room.
Metro.
Yeah, well.
I'm in the middle of doing stuff, and I thought to myself, yeah, that's right, Grumpy's on. I wasn't watching today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Doing work.
Yeah. Well, how's your dad doing?
My dad's doing just fine. He's moved to rehab as of yesterday.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So out of the big hospital into the little hospital.
There you go. Okay. Well, that's good to hear then. All right. Excellent. So.
Okay.
And appreciate the call. That's what Mel said. He says, he's late.
Well, I've been busy.
Yeah. So what are you deconstructing?
Just fitting a different lock to a door.
Okay. Well, if you're like me, that takes a week just to get it done right.
Nah,
All right, mate. Appreciate the
thanks,
call.
Ryan. See you, bye.
All right, bye. For those of you that are new to my show, that is Oz by Drone, Greg, and he makes a call in every week. Started out by accident, and now it's just become part of the show. Oh, we got
It ain't nothing
Centroid.
Greg does as an accident.
I know. And Mike, is it Goats? Drone Shots. Gets.
Yeah, I'm
Gets,
not
yeah.
sure.
I I have I have trouble saying Mendenhall most of the time. So Metro Drones is
Hey,
here.
Mike,
All right.
give us a hillbilly southerner, easy to pronounce spelling on your name, would you? So that we can know how to say your last name there, buddy. Goats, Gets, Goets. There's all kinds of things.
Well,
Mike
there
G.
we have a grade school right up the block from us, and it's called Tony Getz, and it's spelled that exact same way. That's why
Well, then it very well could be Gets.
Getz. Yeah, it's spelled the exact same way. So, anyways, who else? We got Mike, Brent Nunley. Hey, welcome.
Careful,
And,
Jim, you'll burn the biscuits. He says if you message him and he doesn't respond, it's because he's multitasking.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. You know, the only one we're missing so far, I think, is Steve Carpenter. Where's he at tonight?
Well, if he had a meeting, you know how it goes on Monday night. Sometimes he has meetings.
Yeah.
Thunderbird 6 says Smith. Yeah.
Well, I did something constructive today.
Oh, did you?
I did.
What did you do?
I changed the number 8 cylinder glow plug in the diesel motor in my pickup truck.
Oh, okay. That sounds
And
time consuming.
I didn't do it without banged up knuckles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I don't even know how I done that. I just know it's, at one point I noticed I was bleeding. I was like, what the hell? Where'd that come from?
That's usually the way it happens too. By tomorrow,
have to
you'll be
take
going, "Oh my God, they're killing me."
Oh, no, I don't. That one ain't that bad. But you have to take the inner fender well out because number 8 cylinder is on the left side of the motor. And we all know that all the electronics, the hydraulic lines for the brakes and power steering and the steering column and the air intake stuff and all of that crap is on the left-hand side of the motor.
Right.
So either way, right or left, you have to take the inner fender well out to get to these things because they're down on the side of the motor below the head, just above the exhaust manifold. And number 8 is closer to the firewall than number 7 because of the way the cylinders are offset in the block and the way
Right.
the block sits in the frame and la-di-da-di-da.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They made them
I
so
hope I don't have to change number 8 again for a while.
for a while. Yeah. But, oh, and I'm going to go ahead and get it done earlier because I'm going to do the shout out of the week, and then I'll explain it later. I'll explain it in a little bit because I was made aware of this. I was going to bring in a guest, but I haven't seen Chris Hope in, but he might be working on putting up yard decorations. He did call me, but I'm going to go ahead and do the shout out, and you'll understand when I explain. This is Dopey the Vlogger, the shout out of the week. And the reason is, let me, where is that? Let me go
I
back.
think I know the reason.
Yeah, you probably do.
Is it possible that 2, I'll just say 2. Is it possible that the number 2 has anything to do with it?
Yeah, well, it might. I apparently put the wrong friggin' video up for today.
Yep, you did.
I titled it right. I had it made. It was, and Chris Hope called me, okay?
I almost called you.
Yeah, well, Chris called me and he says, "Oh, so you're getting so popular, you're into reruns now." I said, "What the hell are you
Yeah.
talking about?" I'm going, "Really?" He says, "Well, you put up
A new
Thanksgiving."
thumbnail with the same video.
Yeah, and he says, "You put up the Thanksgiving video." I said, "No, I didn't," because I knew which video I put up. I said I filmed it the day after, or actually, it was meant to go. And here's the thing: I really screwed up because the one that was supposed to have gone up today was filmed the morning of Thanksgiving. Okay, and it was supposed to go up on Friday. I fell asleep Thursday night and forgot to put a video up Friday.
Oh.
So then I turn around and I thought, okay, I've got this all ready to make, and I do it. And of course, sometimes it goes up like it's supposed to. Sometimes I have to, do it a different way. And last night I had to do it a different way, and I swear to God I put the right one up there, and I don't know what happened. And then it was like Chris Hope calls and tells me that, and I thought, oh, surely I didn't. And I go and I see what everybody's commenting. I thought, what the hell are they talking about? I clicked on it, let it play for about 3 seconds. Go, oh, crap. So I am Dopey the Vlogger, so that's why I gave myself the shout out, because yeah.
Why you know has friends.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And there is drone worship. All right. Welcome, Dan. But yeah, I just, it's still, I mean, I put it together and I had it ready to go, and I swear to God I put the right one up there, but yeah, I had no clue. It's, matter of fact, I knew as soon as it opened up and I scrolled forward and I saw the jacket I was wearing, I knew I had the
And
wrong
the shirt.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, because the jacket I was wearing on Thanksgiving Day, it was twice as cold. The temperature dropped like 40 degrees from 30 degrees from one day to the next. And it is Mike Getz. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's because that's, like I said, that's big shout out to Dopey the Vlogger. Woo-hoo. Yeah, boy, that was a total screw up. I didn't even know it. Even after Chris, I thought, I'm sitting here getting ready for the last little bit, and I thought, who am I going to do my shout out? And I thought, oh, I need to go check and see what video he was talking about. And I knew as soon as it opened, I'm going, oh. So that's who I knew I was going to give myself the shout out for being the dope of the week. Not all shout outs are good.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man, I
Now,
screwed that one up.
Something else I got for you.
Oh,
And
what's that?
I don't know. I'm not going to say that this is written in stone, because there's no way to know, right?
Right.
But there could possibly be some leaked images of the Inspire 3.
Oh, really?
Yep. There could possibly be some leaked images of the Inspire 3.
Okay.
Would you like to see such an image?
Well,
If there's any chance that this thing actually looks like this, I could be excited about this,
okay.
because you want to talk about a sleek looking machine. Get yourself a look at that thing.
Ooh. Let me put that.
Yeah.
Let me put that on full screen there. Look at that.
Now that's just a artist rendition, I imagine.
Right.
But yeah.
Now that looks like.
Yeah, Dan, it does. Mine does everything I need it to do. In fact, I had too much and sold one. So
Yeah. Now
you know what
I
comes
take
to mind when
underneath
I look at that image right there?
What's that?
Star Trek and the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
That's just kind of a futuristic, streamlined-looking son of a gun.
That is slick looking. I admit that is. Now it looks like underneath is where the battery goes, slides into that tray underneath. Am I wrong, or is that the battery in the center of it in the back?
I think it's still a battery on each side in the back, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Yeah. All
That's
right.
just an image I found online. Just
Right.
I'm not gonna copy the image. I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
anything with it. But
Right.
I just thought I'd share that with you.
It's interesting.
I thought, man, that is a cool looking unit right there.
That would be cool. And just remember, all of this is pure speculation. There,
Fantasy.
the chances of that being a real are probably almost as the chances of a jackalope being real. But you never know. Somebody may
I
have
think
one.
you have a better chance of finding a real jackalope because I have seen jackalopes mounted on restaurant walls in Wyoming and Colorado.
Yeah, you're right.
I've seen them.
I've got picture postcards of them somewhere. I kid you not. That's first time. Of course, everybody knows I grew up in Colorado, and I grew up in Denver. We used to, in the summertime, we'd go up to Yellowstone or the Grand Tetons. Beautiful, beautiful country up there. And I always loved it because we always went to Jackson Hole, and that was like an old West town. And on Saturdays, they had a hanging. Every Saturday, they had a shootout and a hanging. And
Right.
First, they'd rob the bank, and then, they'd chase the guy down, they'd capture him, and then they were going to hang him. They had they had a gallows there and everything. Whoop. I'm getting a call again. Let me see who. Yes, Greg.
Yeah.
If I had a shave, is that better?
Yeah, there. Yeah, you look better. He shaved, guys. Jeez. All right. Okay. Just let me know. He shaved. But
Oh man, I just blew that.
what'd you do?
Well, I can't. Oh, I haven't sent it yet, so yeah, I can get rid of it. Phew. Well, I did a copy and paste and put it into chat, and I didn't want to.
Oh.
You know how you create an input to share
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
a
yeah,
web link?
yeah,
You
yeah.
copy and paste it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was, 500 plus letters, so it kind of overwent the 200
Right,
limit.
right.
Yeah. So I'm glad I couldn't send it,
Let's see, it will be released the same day as the Phantom 5. I've got
There
a
you
terrible
go.
internet connection right now. I've got to go. Okay, Mike Getz, drone shots. Okay, let's see for now. Keep up the live stream. Good to see y'all. Good to have you in here, Mike. So, you've been paying bills online tonight. Hey, you poor guy. Yeah. Yeah, Tater's not here tonight. Chris Hope isn't, and neither is Steve Carpenter. I wonder what's going on there. So, maybe one of the big guys is having a great show tonight, which that's cool. There are more than enough people to go around, that's for sure. And
That's exactly right. That's
I'm never
exactly right.
bothered by it, but
Let's do
Internet
another
connection
applause for
back.
that shout out guy. Huh?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I kind of I can't believe I did that. It's just been because I was working at trying to get it done, and I had the film all ready to go. I'd even made the thumbnail. That's the other thing. I've kind of the video that I've got that I thought was supposed to go out on that one, the one that was supposed to go up today. One of the things I asked about is, what do you guys think of my new thumbnails? That I've been using.
I think you need to get away from the cartoon look.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm doing that just because.
Cartoons attract children.
Did you read that FTC link I sent you? I didn't send it to you, did I?
No, I can't read it till you send it.
Okay. I'll send it to you, and maybe that's my bad.
That's what you said last night.
I know. Oh, you know something? All right, let me see.
But you were tired, so I kind of
Yeah,
it
it was
go.
copy.
There's your vice president running
Oh,
mate.
there's Jim Boyd. All right. Let me do that right now. Compose. Come on. There we go. Let me. There we go. All right. I'm gonna do. Sorry, guys, but if I don't do this now, I will forget. All right.
It's okay, Lloyd. It's okay.
Yeah. Because there's some real good information, and I will put that in the link for everybody to see. What the?
Oh, you're gonna post it in chat?
I'm going to post it there, but I'm also going to send it to you on an email.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can read it at
We'll
your
do that
leisure.
later because you're in the middle of your show and you don't want to stop your show for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did because I forget. I got a short attention span, you know? Okay, there we go. You guys get a chance, read that because because one of the things that they talk about is as the cartoons, you know, that just because you've got animation, you know, obviously my channel is geared towards adults because grumpy vlogger, you know, I'm a vlogger. It's not something that would be attractive to kids, but I can still have animation. That's not how they're going to. It's not how they're going to determine. You know, now if I have my bunch of kids in there, like one of the things they mentioned was apparently there's adult dress up or something. There's an adult dress-up game that they mention. I don't know, and apparently they consider that to be a kid's game or kid-oriented. So a channel that has something like that would be an exception. Child celebrities, yeah, that's going to be attractive to kids. But anyways, if you guys want
to recalibrate edit, what are you talking about, Dan? Yeah, that's interesting, Lloyd. And I watched another video today on that from vidIQ.
Yeah.
And he's like, out of the 5 million uploads that happen every 10 minutes in the YouTube world, the FTC can't possibly watch all them videos to decide.
Right. Yeah. Well,
what's
it's just
right,
like
what's wrong.
Just like
They're going to use artificial intelligence to
Yep.
snatch the ones out of the barrel that they think, and then hopefully there will be a human that actually looks at the video and determines what the content is and so forth.
Yeah. And like I said,
Cosplay, yeah, Lloyd, that's
Cosplay.
adult dress up. Cosplay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's right. But they consider that me as Wonder Woman? No. No, we're not going to go there. I just saw what Greg said.
You can do that at your show. You can do that if you want to.
No. One time it's showing that and having somebody whinge about it for months afterwards. I'm not going to go there.
That was funny, Greg. Touche. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys will never know what that's about. If you don't know what that's about, don't ask.
No, ask.
It's Mel's
I'll
fault.
be glad to tell you.
It's Mel's fault. Yeah.
Just because I gave you the candle didn't mean you needed to light it. Light it.
Light it. Lit it.
You're the one that lit it,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, well.
But I knew you would. I knew
it
you
was for
couldn't
Steve
resist it.
Carter.
I knew if I gave it to you, you'd use it.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking changing my channel name to Dopey the Vlogger. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anyways. Yeah, but if you guys get a chance, read the FTC. Uh, you know, and this is from the FTC. This is what they put out because one YouTube channel owners is it content directed to is your content directed channel to, and then it goes on to give a little explanation, and it is from FTC.gov. So, but the chances of them getting each and every one of us is the chances of, well, of the FAA catching Dan chasing squirrels with his drone again, you know, or the PETA, you know, catching Dan chasing squirrels with his drone again, like he did that last time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
If you have, it does say that if you have in your about section that this is a kid-oriented show, or that you say this is not kid-oriented, and then you start showing, you know,
Kid stuff, then you're
kid
going to get in
stuff,
trouble.
you're going to get busted. You know, that's just that simple.
Right. Right.
So, you know, have all your ducks in a row, and you ain't got anything to worry about. You know.
And
And
chances are, other than the YouTube monetization, if you choose family friendly or kid friendly,
Yeah.
you're going to lose it. Other than that, there's probably not going to be a lot of throwback from it.
Yeah, yeah, Dan. That's what Mel was just saying earlier. Is that, you know, they're going to use an AI. You know.
They can only use that to, you know, pick their winners, you know, pick their noses, and then once they get the booger, they got to actually look at it with human eyes.
Yeah, because should it go to court, you know, because they come at me and say that mine's, you know, kid oriented. I say, first thing I want to say, are you shitting me?
Yeah. Right.
And then the next thing is
right.
like, kiss my rosy red cheeks and my royal blue bum. I'm getting a lawyer, and we'll discuss it in court. And then they're going to have to present it not by some, because no judge wants to hear an AI's opinion. They're going to want to hear a human's.
Nope.
Yes, Steve Mack.
Yep.
PETA stands for people eating tasty animals.
That's exactly right.
Well, I keep saying if we eat
Hello,
more
Brad.
beef, we'll solve global warming. Get rid of all them cow farts, which creates methane gas, which contributes to global warming. So, eat cattle.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're vegan, go ahead and eat them anyways, because they're vegetarians. They're vegetarian cows.
That's
you know?
right.
You know, so you're eating vegan meat. That's the way I look at it.
And I just don't, and all the other stuff, I mean, I seriously don't see YouTube deleting any channels. Well, YouTube's going to give you the opportunity to mark your videos accordingly, mark your channel accordingly.
Right.
You know, unless the channel just doesn't make them any money, then
welcome, Brad Alston.
I'm not sure, you know.
Well, I said this, you know, last night I was watching the Jim the video call-in show for a little bit, and I said, listen, they delete my channel, so what? I'll get more rest. You know, I'll have other things I can do instead of worrying about whether I've got the right video uploaded or, you know, or whether I'm, you know, which show am I doing today? Is this my show, or is this Mel's show, or is this Art's? Is it? Oh no, wait a minute, I'm doing great. Yeah, you know, I'm sitting there going, which show am I using? Am I on? You know? Yep.
Yep. Put 4 cards up on the wall and throw a dart, you know.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep, my weekends from Friday
with
Friday
your luck,
to today.
you'd miss all 4 cards and take the day off, and somebody'd be missing you.
Yeah, I do. I have to stop and think. You know, Judy said, "Well, how'd your show go?" I said, "I haven't done it yet." She said, "Oh, when do you do your show?" I said, "Well, it's 7 o'clock, and from 7 to 8, you know, or 8:30, depending. I've been speaking of 8 is coming up on 8 o'clock. Has there been anybody we have not insulted or have not picked on or? Yeah, I know. Had a squirrel moment there because I keep that is. There we go. There's my squirrel. Had to. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Don't forget, folks, when I hit 1,000, I will be, let me put that up. I will be giving that away, courtesy of one of my patrons, Mr. Rick Halber. And it also comes with a matched controller. So when I hit 1,000, I'll set out the contest rules then. And so if there's somebody you don't really like, you can tell them about my channel, because might be that, maybe maybe I'll be insulting enough that they'll really be mad at you, or they'll leave you alone, one of the two. Anyways, now tell everybody about my channel. I would appreciate it. And at 1,000, and I think I'm at 720 right now. But at 1,000, I will set up the rules and Bob Casey says I don't think YouTube gave it a lot of thought. I don't think they did.
Trust me, YouTube gave it $170 million worth of thought.
That's true. Their lawyers probably told them what they had to do. Brad Allison says, "Oh, I've missed being insulted at the Grumpy Vlogger." Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this hour went by.
It did. I started out saying, we were going to talk about, cross between elephant and rhino, elefino, and we pretty much covered that.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah, elefino.
And let's not forget that shout-out guy that you did.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that guy. Where is it? Right there. Yeah. Dopey the Vlogger, the knothead, who cannot remember what he's putting up on his own channel. Yeah. All right, there we go.
Size of it.
Oh, that was sad. I was sitting there trying to think, who am I going to do my shout out with? And I really did not realize I had done that until just before I got ready to set up the shout out, because that's about the last thing I do before my show. And I thought, so I go through and I think, now who haven't I done this with? Then all of a sudden I saw what I'd done. I go, oh, I cannot believe I did that. So anyways.
Everybody was commenting on that video, and I just kind of left it alone. But I gave it a like anyway.
Well, thank you. I will have a different one up tomorrow. I think. If I put that up a third time, would you call me Mel?
Oh, I'll
or at least
call
text
you all
me.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
looking
can't
for
believe
something
that.
I can't find on my little screen here.
I have
can't find
no
it. I don't know.
idea, but now it's been a quick hour. Let's see.
Yeah, all 60 minutes of it.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't seem like it's been 60 minutes, and here we are going past. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to thank everybody for being here. Don't forget, let's see if I've got that. Let's see, is that it? Yeah, right there. Don't forget all this important stuff right here. Check me out on YouTube, subscribe, ring the bell, so you'll be notified. And that way you'll know when I've repeated the videos again. See if I'd had notifications.
Yeah, he's done a shout out for Judy, Rick.
Yeah, I did do a shout out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have done one for her. And she deserves it because she puts up with my crap. You know, I was going to have guests on tonight, but it, well, it just didn't seem to. There didn't seem to be the right time to bring one in, and we seem to have managed to fill up an hour and talk about some good stuff. We even talked about drones tonight, even if they are imaginary.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I mean, we know
And
that the Mavic 3 is coming out. You know, and
yes,
so
yes. And if,
that
if
one.
I was the one that designed it, that's what I would make it look
That's
like.
what I would. Yeah, I agree. You know, because you and I talked about this last night. A lot of things they need to do to compete, and
And the fella that I shipped my Mavic 2 Zoom to,
huh.
he got it today.
Oh, he did. Good, good, good.
It was
Good.
scheduled for Wednesday, and he got it today.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So,
Yeah.
well, I think with that, I think we're going to call it an evening, and I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight. Yes, I appreciate it. It just because there are other places you can go, other people that would probably be more entertaining, or give you at least better information. But I appreciate you spending time with me, and with that, I think I'm going to start the timer, and I'll come back with a short. Yes, Mel.
You have. I have to do one thing for you though.
What's that?
Your shout out guy.
Yeah.
I have to honor him properly.
Oh, okay. That was coming. I knew it was. I knew what it was going to be. Yeah.
Absolutely.
With
Good
that,
night, Lloyd.
now that the show is
I'm gonna go get me another copy and go have a smoke.
okay, all right, everybody. I'm going to start the timer, and thank you, Mel, for helping out, and thanks everybody for being here and starting the timer
Thanks
now.
for letting me.
Well, I'm known as the grumpy vlogger. I'll gripe and complain longer. Please do me the ado and kindly view me on YouTube.
My fellow Americans, I am Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Vlogger. I am running for President of the United States of America in the 2020 election. I will be running on the Indem Republican ticket. I, along with my running mate, James Boyd from Above and Beyond Drones, would like your support. We stand for nothing, and we won't stand for anything. Remember, bite me. Vote for me, and I will set you free. Paid for by the Grumpy Vlogger Campaign Committee, and I approve this message. Thank you. Okay, one final word. Remember, treat everybody the way you want to be treated, and try to be nice to everyone. If you can be nice to one person a day, you're probably doing better than me. And I want to thank everybody, including Mel, for I want to thank Mel for being my co-host, and everybody who has posted and helped support the channel, my Patreons, and all of that. With that said and done, I am going to say goodnight to each and every one of you. I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.